Good afternoon, YouTube. It's your man George Page coming to you live on YouTube. Like I said, I'm gonna try to make as often Black History content as much as I can. We only have maybe a week and a few days left in the month, and you know February is the shortest month of the year, but this year's a leap year, so we're at 29 days, so that's an extra day. But I'm gonna talk about this one man. He's a legend, just one of the smoothest brothers of all time. I mean, women wanted him, men want to be him. One Mr. Billy D. Williams. Now, Billy D. was born William December Jr. In New York, April the 6th of 1937. Now, he was raised with his twin sister Loretta in Harlem. Now, Billy D. is a good-looking man. Now, if he has a twin sister, I wonder what she looks like. Now, at 45, he made his debut at the age of 7 at the Broadway Theater in the play called The Firebrand of Florence. Later, he graduated from the High School of Music and Art, then won a painting scholarship to the National Academy of Fine Arts and Design. He also won several awards for painting in the mid-50s, but because the price of being a painter was kind of expensive, he decided to return to acting to fund his painting endeavors. Yeah. Billy D. debuted in his first film, The Last Angry Man, in 1959, but most people recognize him for a particular film in 71 called Brian's Song, about the late Brian Piccolo, a Chicago Bears legend, and Billy D. played Gale Sayers. Now, Piccolo and Sayers are both rivals on the Chicago Bears team, and Piccolo passed away from, I think, cancer. And most famous part of the scene was the end of the movie where he gives a speech about how much he loved Brian. But because of that role, it gained Williams his first Emmy nomination for Best Actor. Now, he appeared in many films throughout the 70s, most including 2 films he done with the great Miss Diana Ross, known, Lady Sings the Blues and Mahogany. Now, by the 80s, he got part of one of the most famous sci-fi series of all time, Star Wars, where we played Lando Calrissian in the last 2 sequels. That was Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. He was credited as being the first black man in the series, but technically, the first black man in the series, some people say technically was James Earl Jones, but he only voiced the character of Darth Vader. He was in the movies, but he voiced the character of Darth Vader. Now, both men worked together many years ago in a movie called The Bingo, Long Traveling, All-Star, and Motor Kings in 1976. Now, he like I said, after that, he did many other films, but he reprised his role of Lando Calrissian in 2019 when in the last sequel of the Star Wars series, The Rise of Skywalker. Now, but also another movie he has a role in was the Batman Tim Burton movie, back in '89. We played the district attorney Harvey Dent. Now, the character originally, he was originally Harvey Dent for the first movie, but when Tim Burton left the series and they replaced him with Joel Schumacher, he was replaced as the role of Harvey Dent, aka Two-Face, by Tommy Lee Jones in Batman Forever. Now, but later he was able to reprise the role of Two-Face by voicing him in the 2017 Lego Batman movie. Now, during his career, Billy D. made several TV appearances. Notably, he did the popular Colt 45 commercials back in the 80s. And then, he had a short-lived series on ABC called Gideon's Crossing. But back in '84, him and Dial Carroll were the 2 first black people to star in a major nighttime soap opera series, Dynasty. And his character was Brady Lloyd. Now, another series was on back in the day was The Jeffersons, where he played himself. And he worked with this actress quite a few times, Marla Gibbs. And I remember Marla Gibbs plays Florence Johnson, the Jeffersons' maid. And there was that part in the where he came in and she was like saying he wasn't real Billy D. Williams, and she saw his ID, say, "You're Billy D. Williams," and he tell her, "You're gonna hold my hand," and then he kisses her, and he walks like says, "Ciao Bella," and then Florence screams and faints. But him and Gibbs worked together a couple more times when he made a guest appearance on her second series, 227, and then he played her ex-husband on the L. Hughley show, The Hughleys. Now, he made some many cameos over the years, and did also some reality shows. In 2017, he was on the Dancing with the Stars, but because of injuries, he had to drop out during the third week of the show. Now, back in the 80s, Billy D returned to painting. He painted. He was commissioned to paint a mural, for the Olympic Commission for track and field, dedicated to the great legendary Jesse Owens. He also painted the arena for Disney's Mighty Ducks in Anaheim. And besides being an actor and a painter, he was also a jazz singer. He recorded his first album, Let's Misbehave. It was a commercial success, which earned him a spot on the Motown 25th anniversary album. He's also did several voiceover work for video games, such as playing Lando Calrissian for the Star Wars games Jedi Knight 2 and the Star Wars Battlefront series. Billy D has narrated several dramatic. He has been, he's done a lot of stuff with Star Wars, narrated some stuff here and there. But here's about his personal life. The man been married 3 times. Now, he has 3 children from, I think his second wife, he had one daughter, and I think he has 2 children with his first wife. But and also he is a grandfather of 2. That might have changed since this video been out. But back in '93, he divorced his third wife, but they got back together in '97. Now still together today. And there was a little situation. I'm surprised that the Me Team movie didn't bring it up. I remember years ago, like this around about, I think, '96. He was with this woman, and they got in a little argument, and he slapped her. I remember I heard this, so I said, "Billy D slapped a woman? Billy D slapped a woman? What? It's just like, I'm surprised that somebody like Oprah Winfrey hadn't put him on and say, well, Billy D, you slapped a woman like 20-something years ago. I said, I'm just glad that the Me Too movement has now attacked Billy D. Williams. I think, I'm glad he's not a victim of that because of that one incident. But for all these years of work, Billy D. Williams has been honored with many awards, nominations. He even has his own Hollywood, his own star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And in the NAACP Image Awards, he has won for Best Actor in '72, Outstanding Actor in '77, Lifetime Achievement Award in 2006, and he also has 2 TV Land Awards from 2003 and 2006. Now, Billy D was the smoothest brother around. I mean, guys wanted to be him, women wanted him. And even today, a man, he's in his 80s, and the brother still looks good. I mean, black don't crack. He's aging big, but don't crack too bad. And it's just great to see him to come back and play his role of Lando Calrissian. Him and Nichelle Nichols, who played Lieutenant Uhura, were the 2 people that inspired a lot of black people to get into space explorations. If you ever go back to watch old sci-fi shows, you don't see a lot of black people in them. But these 2 were legendary that inspired a lot of people. I mean, there's probably a lot of people who say, that Billy D. Williams and Nichelle Nichols inspired them to get into the space program in NASA. But also, I think he was the blueprint for guys like Denzel and Idris Elba and just a long list of smooth brothers that are in acting now. And he's just a legend, and I think he needs to be respected and honored being who he is. I mean, come on, watch his movies, watch Lady Scenes of Bruce, watch Star Wars. I mean, and you got to remember also, if you remember Star Wars, he originally owned the Millennium Falcon, and you watch the movies, the Solo movie, what's his face Glover, who played him, lost the Falcon to Han Solo in a poker game. But he was original Falcons. He originally owned the Millennium Falcon. People like to forget that sometimes. It wasn't Han Solo's ship. It was Lando Calrissian's ship. Anyway, it's your man George Page. Like, subscribe. Don't subscribe. I'm out.